You're listening to UTS, the official podcast of Cheltenham Saracens RFC.
We're walking along, we're singing a song, we're walking in the Sarri Wonderland.
Hey guys, come on in, sit yourselves down and get comfortable. You're watching The Breakdown with the UTS podcast. As always, I am Dan Lodge, joined
I'm Moxie.
by Mark Moxie Collier, and you're with us in Sherry Corner up at the club, King George V. If this is your first time watching, this is our little YouTube show where we predict the results for the Six Nations. The point system is really simple. If we can predict the correct winner and the exact score, we got ourselves 5 points. If we don't quite get the exact score, but we do predict the correct winning margin, we got ourselves 3 points. And if we just predict the winner, if we don't get the exact score and we don't get the winning margin, but we can predict who is actually going to win the game, we get ourselves 1 point.
Okay, then let's go back to last week. Let's start with Italy versus England. England winning by 21 points, 15-36. So, what do you think of that game then, Dan?
I think it was a good game, to be fair. I thought, obviously I predicted England were going to win, which they did. A little bit stronger than I thought they were going to be, if I'm completely honest about it. But to be fair, Italy did show some really good signs, some really promising signs for the rest of the tournament. Maybe a little bit harsh on them to get England in the first game.
Well, I mean, Italy usually start well, don't they? And they sort of tail off and get worse during the tournament. But they came and you know they decided to play. They gave England the test at times.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of their tries were really well worked as well. I'll say that. I know you were busy over the weekend, but I can actually say they were impressive tries.
Yeah.
Like, really good build-up play. I don't know. There was a little bit of a fight back in the second half, and I thought they might not win it.
Because there was one try, wasn't there, that was given just a slight forward pass.
Yeah. Yeah, there was, which I think
that was marginal. I think
could have possibly.
I don't think Italy were ever going to win the game, but
I don't think so either. I think England would be.
It could have been closer.
Absolutely, yeah. England would be way too strong for them. That's a given. For Italy, from their point of view, it's more damage control. How much can we, put on the board? How little can we concede? But to be fair, it was not a bad showing. I'll give them that. It was a good display.
I mean, we both went for England. We both thought it'd be quite a big margin. Dan went for a 25-point margin. He went for 37-12. Nowhere near, unfortunately. I went for 36-17, 19-point margin. Same again. So that gives us 1 point each.
1 point apiece. Right, looking at Wales versus Scotland. Wales coming away 34-7 with a big win.
Well, all I can say on that is, for us two, that's embarrassing.
What went wrong, lads? What went wrong? Because you
let us down.
Yeah, I mean, you made us look like a right complete pair of morons. Because we actually talked quite in depth last week. Obviously, little bits were cut here and there, but we thought Scotland were going to do better than that.
Looking at their 2017 form, we thought Scotland would win that easily.
Do we feel now, just kind of looking back, because I know you said you didn't think Wales would be that competitive this year. Do you think maybe Wales will finish in third instead of Scotland? Obviously, bearing in mind it is only the first round.
Yeah, I mean,
there's still a lot of difference that can happen, a lot of changes.
If Scotland can wake up and regain some form and get back to winning ways, then I don't know. I think it's only one round, isn't it? So
yeah.
I think after the second round, that's when we can tell, because everyone would have played home and away, so we can tell what's going on.
That's it. It might just be that they're not too good on the road, very strong at home though.
Yeah, I mean,
we spoke about it last week, how much the home form plays a difference.
Yeah, massively.
And maybe that's a telltale sign of just actually how effective having the home games really is.
I think it is. It's a massive advantage to play at home. I mean, look at Italy. Just quickly going back to that, but that helped him. That drove him on a bit.
Absolutely. So we predicted. I'm not even sure I want to read these out, to be totally honest. I went with a 26-10 Scotland win, a 16-point margin, and Moxie went with a 28-18 10-point margin. So no points for either of us on that one.
Big fat 0.
Disappointing. Moving on to Ireland, though. Oh, what drama! What absolute drama! Unreal stuff.
But wasn't it a bit of a dog with fleas? Wasn't it a bit of a rubbish game?
It was. It was neither team, for me at least, really looked threatening. France did at times, to be fair.
Okay.
Actually, there were some parts in the second half where they really looked. They had a bit of an overlap, and you think maybe had they handled it, or had they made slightly better decisions with the passing, or coming inside and kind of rather than taking up the wingers' space to run into. I mean, they could have made that so much more difficult for Ireland. But neither team, for me, really looked like they were bothered attacking. Both teams looked very solid defensively, but didn't look in any way positive going forward attacking-wise, which was a bit disappointing. And then, of course, it all came to life in the last 10 minutes with France getting their try, and then somewhere out of nowhere, I think 83 minutes on the clock, I think it was, Johnny Sexton pulling out the drop goal. Unreal stuff.
From nearly inside his own half, wasn't it?
It was about probably 40 metres, probably a bit more than that.
Maybe a few more.
Yeah, he was a good old distance, because when they shaped to drop it, and I was like, don't do this. Don't do this.
Listening
not from that distance, at least.
I hate to plug others, but listening to another podcast, they were going on about Johnny Sexton's cojones, saying he's got massive cojones.
He obviously does with that kick. I mean, if you ever get a chance to see it, go and look for it, because it is absolutely incredible stuff. I still think
Mike Crisp at Twickenham is much better, though.
To be fair, I haven't seen that one, so
that was in the final playing for Gloucestershire.
Well, there you go.
A few years ago.
I mean, maybe we'll put that out on social media.
Under 18s or under 21s, I think it was.
Who did it better, Mike Crisp or Johnny Sexton?
Crispy for me, every day of the week.
Well, anyway, we did predict Ireland would win. Obviously, I went with a very close 22-15, and Moxie went with a slightly ambitious, I think, 32-24. Neither of us correct on the exact score or the winning margin, unfortunately. But we did manage to pick up another point to make it currently 2-2 after the first round.
Lovely. So Desmond going into the next round then?
Definitely. So let's take a quick look at the Six Nations table as it stands. England and Wales, first and second respectively, joint top, both with a bonus point win. Ireland sitting in third with 4 points from their win over France. France find themselves in fourth with 1 point, the losing bonus point. Scotland and Italy in fifth and sixth respectively with 0 points. So with 2 predictions apiece, let's take a quick look at the scoreline between Moxie and myself. And as it stands, 2 points ahead with the 2 correct winning team predictions. That's going to be fun if it comes down to a tiebreaker. Please don't get in touch. Please don't recommend anything. We're not doing a belt off or any other.
We need to decide actually what we're playing for in this.
I thought it was just for a bit of fun, personally.
Nothing's for a bit of fun, Dan. You know that.
He says, hoping that it doesn't turn out too horrendous.
What? I know you're quite keen on wearing an England shirt.
I'll give you that. If you win, I will wear an England shirt. I will come on the last episode when we do the final video, and I will do the whole thing in an England shirt.
And if you win?
I don't know. Who don't you like? Scotland? Wales? I'm sure we could find a Wales jersey for you to wear. Or an Ireland jersey.
No, I'm very partial to the Irish. I've got Irish.
You would say that. You would say that.
No, I've got Irish Irish blood. I think out of the lot of them, probably Wales is the one that I really wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to wear that silly leak on my chest. No.
There you go. There you go. There is the prize, ladies and gentlemen. If Moxie wins, I wear an England shirt, and if I win, he wears a Wales shirt on the final episode. Don't make any suggestions on what the forfeit will be, please. We're not doing any ridiculously mad stuff. Just let it go, lads. Just let it go.
No Erdinger.
No Erdinger. I don't drink, and he has to drive. Anyway, looking at round 2, Ireland versus Italy at 2:15 on February 10th. I don't think that's going to be close at all, really.
Formality, isn't it? I think same with England.
Yeah.
And again, Ireland at home. I think they're going to walk that pretty easily. Give us your prediction first.
I'm going to go with 42-10 to Ireland.
Okay. I'm going to take 32-12 to Ireland again.
Okay, 42-10 and 32-12. At 4:45 on the same day, February 10th, England hosting Wales. Now, you said last week Wales always up their game against England. So
oh, of course they do. Yeah.
That one is a tough one to call.
That's their cup final, isn't it?
I think
that is
so.
their cup final. Again, Twickenham. I think England. I think will be too strong for them again. You know, I think it'll be actually closer than a lot of people think. That they're always pretty close games. I'm going to go for 25 points to 18 in favour of England.
Oh, 2-point margin. That is. Was it 25 or 20?
25-18.
25. Oh, mind you, that's still a gutsy call.
Yeah.
I've gone with 20 points to 12 in favour of England. So that one, I think that's. I can't see that one being a high-scoring game. I think they'll try and cancel each other out because they're both going to really want to. They're going to be up for it.
Yeah, that's why I've put it so close. I just think we'll be too strong for them.
February 11th at 3 p.m, Scotland will be hosting France. Now, this one's hard to tell because France at times looked sharp against Ireland and Scotland definitely didn't look sharp against Wales.
They just didn't turn up, did they?
But Scotland do have home advantage.
Up at Murrayfield, cold, horrible day. The Scottish, they always raise it at home. Always. Again, every team does. Against the French, they'll want to win that one. I've gone another close one. Only really because Scotland didn't do too much last week. I've gone with 21 points to 17 in Scotland's favour. I've got them to win this one.
Brave. All right, Jim.
Well, mate.
Bit of an impromptu interruption from club chairman Jimmy O'Shea.
The little pixie.
The little pixie. Anyway, February 11th, 3 p.m, which is of course a Sunday, Scotland versus France at Murrayfield. I'm going with Scotland 12, France 28.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, Scotland at home, Murrayfield. We've talked, at length about home advantage, and I think they're going to get it on a cold, wet day over there in Murrayfield. I've gone with Scotland to win this one, 21 points to 17. Ooh. It's going to be a close game. I mean, France don't usually give up, but I think Scotland are going to win that one, 21-17.
Let's take a quick look then at the predictions. Let's get the graphics up. I've gone with a 42-10 win, Ireland over Italy, England winning 20 points to 12 over Wales, and France coming away 28-12 over Scotland.
Yep, I've gone with Ireland 32, Italy 12, England 25, Wales 18, and Scotland 21, France 17.
Well then guys, that brings another show to a close. If you're watching this for the first time, make sure you go and check the last episode out where we make our original predictions. If you want to find out more about the UTS podcast, go and check out our official website, utspodcast.com. You can find out more about us. You can find previous shows, links to other platforms, and of course, our social media sites as well. Facebook.com/the UTS podcast and Twitter.com/the UTS podcast. And of course, SoundCloud, if you're a SoundCloud user, soundcloud.com/Cheltenham Saracens RFC. Make sure you go and check out all of those shows. They're all completely free of charge. So go and check those out. If you enjoyed this show, don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment if you want, and share it on social media. We're not going to be back next Friday because round 3 isn't played until the
final week.
The final week of February, in fact. So we will be back on February 23rd. We hope to see you then.